wait for some timing, so be a minute or so. On your marks.
So underway now, the E race for the women, and we have 17 starters. Alana Sheridan, Lucy Johns from Diamond Valley. Also from Diamond Valley, it's Fleur Owen. Eliza Nelson from Ivanhoe. From Bendigo Uni, Ebony Woodward, Grace Halifax. Also Sadie Bird. From Mornington Peninsula, it is Isabel Matthews. From Sandringham, Grace Partridge. We also have Emily Wetzels, Jemima Lord, Olivia Green, Ruby Lyons from Sandringham, Layla Bruce, Shu Ying Jiang, Megan Hurst from South Melbourne, and from Richmond, Melissa Natasha. And that is our field in the first of our female races. And off to a good start there, Grace Partridge. From Richmond Harriers there, that looks like Melissa Natasha. So nice start here. Our Mornington runner, probably Isabel Matthews. As the field just starts to sort itself out in the early stages of this 7.5 lap event. So opening lap there, 1:23. So it's probably about 10:30 schedule. Our top seeds in this race are around the high 11s. So a good start here to this field. And is Grace Partridge. She comes in with a 12:30 best time. I think Grace is going to run substantially quicker than that tonight. As that lead group of 3 start to set themselves up nicely. So Partridge leading. That's Melissa Natasha. She's got a 12:17. And now making her move and coming through is the Mornington Peninsula runner there. And that is Isabel Matthews. She's got 11:47, so one of the top seeds there, Matthews. So she's biding her time a little bit. Ruby Lyons in next position. Also have Emily Wetzels coming through. Also up there, Shu Ying Jiang. Meg Hurst, she's just ahead there of the Diamond Valley runner in Lucy Johns. So now a group of 3 out front. Ruby Lyons on her own. Wetzels stalking her at the moment, as we see Matthews making a good move down the back straight just to get the pace or keep the pace moving along nicely. As I said, she is one of our fastest seeds in this event. And it is Isabel Matthews leading through the 800 mark, just under 3 minutes. So nice comfortable pace. We'll get a good fix on the field as they come through and go through the start-finish line. That will be 1 kilometre in. So it'll be 5 laps to go. So Matthews leading the way at the moment. Our early leader, Partridge, just settling into second position. Melissa Natasha quite content to just sit there in the slipstream. A little bit of a breeze up the top end, I'm hearing. There's about 70 metres of breeze around that top bend, but the rest of the track is serving up nicely. So through the 1 kilometre mark now, 3:45, right on the knocker. So under the 3:50 mark there for the other girls. So it's about 11:15 pace. So also coming through there, Alana Sheridan. Another one through there, Grace Halifax. Good to see the clutch of the Melbourne Girls Grammar running together there. Fleur Owen also through. Next one in there, Eliza Nelson from Ivanhoe. So spread by about 150 metres across the track now. As the 1.2 kilometre mark, first one there is Isabel Matthews. Melissa Natasha now moving into second position, was sitting behind Partridge, but just decided the pace was probably just slipping a little bit, and she's decided to launch out in pursuit of our leader. So Wetzel's still running nicely, taking through that next little pack. And you can see the Melbourne Girls Grammar so well coached by Jeff Risley, just sitting there, 4 of them together at the moment. Obviously trained together and know each other's pace really well, and those girls just in a line at the moment as we're approaching the halfway, or getting close to the halfway mark. Melissa Natasha's made a very good move there. So Matthew's still setting the pace. Natasha in next position. A little bit of gap then to Partridge. Wetzel's moving nicely. She's just moved ahead of the other Sandringham runner there in Lions. Then we have our Melbourne Girls Grammar crew. First one of those coming through, Xu Ying Jiang. Also Sheridan. Another one moving through there, Sadie Bird. Then we have Olivia Green from YCW. Next to her, Ebony Woodward from Bendigo Uni. So once again, great to have the regional runners here from Bendigo, also Ballarat and Geelong. So Hurst in next position in the South Melbourne colours. And Eliza Nelson moving really nicely through this field. So Nelson through with 4 to go, so approaching the halfway mark. Majority of the field now as they go past the 1500, which Hurst is doing right now in 6:12. That's indicating about a 12:30 finish here as they go through the halfway point. But well ahead of halfway is our 2 leaders at the moment, Isabel Matthews from Mornington and also Melissa Natasha from the Richmond Harriers. As they come down and they will get 3 laps to go. So, looks like a nice break. Next position still is Partridge. But now we're seeing the young lady from Melbourne Girls Grammar, first of their runners, and that's Xu Ying Jiang. She's starting to move her way through this field. So now Natasha makes the little bit of a move here. So 3 out, so 1,200 metres still to go. Listen to Natasha from Richmond, starting to move her way clear of Matthews. Partridge is still hanging on beautifully. Jiang in next position, the Wetzels. Also Bird, Halifax. And that's Jemima Lord in next position. Then we have Lions, Alana Sheridan, then Woodward. Then we have Layla Bruce. To the outside there, that's Lucy Johns. Meg Hurst got 3 to go. So the far side of the track, and there's been quite a break here, and a nice little surge from Melissa Natasha. She goes through the 2K mark in 7:42. Matthews through about 7:51. So we're seeing quite a turnaround in this race as Melissa Natasha certainly puts the foot down, going well before the 2 kilometre mark, deciding to really surge forward. We saw her early just sitting behind Partridge nicely, biding her time because the pace was pretty good. And now we just see that change of pace and she's automatically put in 40-metre gap over Matthews. So coming down to get 2 laps to go, the Richmond Harrier in the traditional Richmond colours, the yellow and black. So 2 out for her. Matthews still running nicely. Now we're seeing that clutch of the young girls from Melbourne Girls Grammar with Wetzels, Emily Wetzels, also in amongst that pack. That little splash of pink making her uniform very easy to pick up. So Matthews coming through, she's got 2 to go. Wetzels, then the rest of the girls, including Partridge from Sandringham. But to the outside there, it's Bird. On the inside, we have Halifax. Jiang also up there, and a Lord. Woodward just approaching Lions now. So 2 laps out for the majority of the field now, as you see down the back straight. Melissa Natasha Just over 600 metres to go. Alana Sheridan through with 2 to go. Then from the YCW club, it is Olivia Green. Next one up, Fleur Owen. Meg Hurst, 2 out now. It's around the top bend. Second last time there for Melissa Natasha. There's Eliza Nelson. She's coming down also now to get the 2 laps to go. So 2 out for Nelson. As Melissa Natasha, that lead now up to about 70 to 80 metres potentially, as the chasers now come around the top bend. So Natasha, 1 lap to go. Here's the bell. So great running here from our runner from Melbourne University Club. Oh, sorry, the Richmond Harriers Club. And we see, gee, it's all happening in the chase here as Wetzel's the first one to come through to get the bell next. Bird chasing her, then Matthews, Zhenxiang, Halifax. Also Lord up there. And then we have Partridge coming through, our early leader. So a lot of these girls are on PB time, so let's get behind them as they come through in this final stage of this race, as we see our leader approaching 200 metres to go. So Woodward coming through with Lord, also Johns from Diamond Valley. Into the final section now here for Layla Bruce. Next one will be Alana Sheridan. Green through. Also Owen, 1 lap to go for Meg Hurst. So into the 3rd lane, we're going to see our event leader coming through now. So let's get behind Melissa Natasha. What a run. She's really opened this right up. So great running over that last kilometre. Time check, just over 11:30. So big run. She came in for seed time of 12:17. And what a run there. Unofficially about 11:35. And look at the sprint finish here as we see Wetzel's the next one through. So we're going to get a whole pile of these girls under the 12-minute mark. And I think Wetzel's will take next position. Then it will be, I think, Bird, Zhang to the outside of her, then Halifax, then it was Lord. So some great running there from Jeff's crew out at Melbourne Girls Grammar. Partridge through also right on the 12-minute mark, so too Matthews. So very happy coach there in Jeff Risley, a legend of the Milers Club, big supporter of this club that's been going since 2005. He's won many a race here at Milers Club, and good to see Jeff bring through that next generation. Woodward through from Bendigo, 12:21, so a good run from her. That's a PB. Also very close, I reckon. It could have been a PB there also for Lucy Johns. Lyons through, PB for Lyons as well. And also Layla Bruce through with Olivia Green, who had a seed time of 14 minutes and is well and truly under that. Also Alana Sheridan. Fleur Owens through, that's the best time for her. Meg Owens, she's going to be under the 13-minute mark, so big run from Meg. So Meg Hurst there, sorry. So let's get behind. Final runner across the line here. And it is going to be the young lady from Ivanhoe. She's coming in for seed time of 13 minutes, and it will be Eliza Nelson from Ivanhoe finishing the first of our women's races here, the E-race, in a time of 13:25 unofficial.